It was not any other Saturday. My boss's boss was wearing the same red and gold Triceratops onesie as me. The University of Calgary was attempting to break a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as dinosaurs for their 60th anniversary celebration. A long line of dinosaurs waited to make it past the vigilant gaze of the Guinness verifiers, ensuring everyone's outfit qualified, turning away lizards, dragons, and people who did not fully commit to head-to-toe tails and scales. I found my friends, and we stood ready to be counted. As more dinosaurs filtered in, I looked up and made eye contact with an inflated T-Rex head before hearing my name. Kate! The last person I expected to find in a sea of dinosaurs was George's mom, who was equally surprised to find me in the crowd. I hadn't seen her since the funeral. I introduced her to my friends, but I'm never sure how much to share, knowing it's not my story to tell. When asked how we knew each other, she replied, "When my son was a baby and Kate was a baby nurse, she took care of him." It struck me that I had known this family my whole career. My patient George and I would follow each other back and forth from the Children's Hospital to the Rotary Flanks house where he would come for respite. I'd lie down on the playmat next to him to see how close he was to being as tall as me while we both giggled. Like many of the children I've encountered as a pediatric palliative care and hospice nurse, I had the privilege of knowing George for most of his too short life. His ups and downs, when he was well and when he was sick, in times of joy and in times of sadness, at the beginning and at the end. George knew me too. He laughed at my rookie mistake when I forgot to clamp his G-tube, watched me stumble in for my 4th night shift in a row, helped me grow more confident in my skills and start to train others, and listened as I began to ask more questions about the care I provided. Children like George were the reason I pursued a research career. I want to understand what we, as nurses, can do so our patients' lives are as good as they can be for the brief time they are given. Their lives matter, regardless of how long they are. The children I've cared for, despite their age and perceived vulnerability, were more resilient than most of the adults I'd encountered in my career. They taught me how to treasure the present, make everything as fun as it could be, and how to be open to the possibilities that life has to offer, rather than focusing on what I can't do. I suppose I should not have been surprised to find myself in a family who also knows the importance of fun and being in the moment, dressed in all the trappings of our prehistoric predecessors, waiting to see if we made history. After we heard the news that we had, in fact, broken a world record, and my friend and I headed to our next stop, she said, "George's family lit up when they saw you. You must have been a special nurse to them." I didn't know how to respond. How could I explain to her what working with children who die is like? I would not be who I am now if it had not been for the kids who raised me. So instead I mumbled, "George was the special one. I feel like I still have a lot of growing up to do if I want to be anything like him."